What's up, guys? It's Steve Goggins here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about my elbow surgery I had last week, last Wednesday to be exact. I think it was on date was like May 23rd, 25th, 20 something like that. Last Wednesday. Anyway, it was last Wednesday morning. I went in to have the surgery. It was an in and out thing. You have the surgery that day and you leave. I got to leave the hospital the same day. So, you heard my rant about talking about my elbow before. It was talking about how bad it was or whatever the case may be. So, I wanted to get it knocked out. So, I had some suggestions to try some other things. Some other, techniques or whatever the case may be. And these things came after the fact that I already planned on having the surgery. So I appreciate the people who, gave me those ideas, but it just was already, my mind was already made up to get this done. And plus, I still got my other elbow. It can get done. It's bothering me also. But my left elbow, this is my right elbow. It hasn't been done yet. But my left elbow had been bothering me so bad. For a few years now, it's just getting worse and worse. I found out I had bone spurs, calcium deposits, and a ton of arthritis is what he said. He went in there. I didn't know it was going to be as evasive, as it was in detail, as to how much he had to do to it. Evidently, he had to get in there and he had to do a lot of work. He said, first thing he said, it was a lot of arthritis. He said you had a lot of arthritis in that elbow. He said it was pretty much bone on bone. I didn't feel like it was bone on bone. It didn't, it felt bad. My biggest thing was I could not bench. I could not do what I wanted to on the bench. But still, that made me unhappy. So I was unhappy with that. That's all I needed to be. I was unhappy because I could not bench the way I wanted to. Like I said in the last video, which Dave made fun of me, I wanted the option to be able to bench. I may not like to bench, but I like to have the option to bench whenever I want to. And I do like to bench. I can't tell you that. I like to always be able to have a 400 plus bench, But with an elbow like that, that wasn't the case. My best raw bench had been 520 before. That's been some years ago. And so I knew I wasn't going to probably get back to that ever again. But if I could just hover around a 400 plus bench, on a regular basis, that makes me happy. And bench was starting to go down. It was below 385, 370, 360. It just kept on going because it would just hurt all the time. So anyway, get back to what I said. I went in there, had a surgery. Came out, the doc said you had a lot of arthritis. He said it was a lot of bone spurs. He said I removed a lot of stuff out of your arm. He said, and I had a big old knot up on my shoulder, and he knocked that out. He got that off of there. And it's been since Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is Tuesday. So it's been tomorrow will be 7 days surgery. And right now it's still a little swollen. The swelling is going down. It's better now. But my range of motion is limited to where I can, bend it. Still can't straighten it out yet. And I can't bend it all the way up yet. But that's coming. And it's going to get better. I can scratch my head with it. Get into where I can do this. A couple of days ago, I couldn't even get my hand nowhere near my mouth. My wrist is like that. Not like my other arm. I can do all this right here. But I can, I can do this. I can't quite blow my nose like I used to with both hands. Stuff that you can normally do, you take for granted. Right now, I can't do it. And the arm is still a little swollen. You can tell. You can tell by the video, probably a little bit. This one's the good arm. This is it's swollen. And you can see here where they did the incision. which is pretty nasty looking. That's pretty ugly if you ask me. I mean, they cut it pretty good there. Uh, look, somebody told me it looks like a knee. Doesn't even look like an elbow. It's like ugly looking. It's awful looking. Doesn't look like my other arm. I mean, it's nothing but the same, you know. So hopefully this arm will get back to looking like this, you know. But like I said, I didn't figure that scar was gonna be that bad. So I guess it is what it is, and I got it done. I knocked it out. You know, like you said, it was a lot of stuff up in there. So I'm looking forward to the recovery. And it probably was worse than I thought it was. But now it's over. So I'm looking forward to recovery. I'll keep you guys updated on that. And then afterwards, this one's giving me a little bit of trouble too. I'm gonna see how it is with the other one fixed first before I do anything to it. I may get some, just try to get treatment on it first and see how it goes. It's not as bad as the other one, and I can function properly, you know, doing everything I want to do. Just when it bends it all the way up, I can feel a little pain when it goes sometimes, like if somebody's stretching me and they match it all the way forward, or when I try to deadlift, like I say, when I can't, they won't straighten all the way out, and I do want it to straighten all the way out. A lot of times they'll just do that and it'll pop all the time. So I'm tired of that, and it won't straighten out. So if it could straighten out completely, that would be great. Then I can start working back to be able to deadlift. You know, squatted a little bit the other day with my new safety squat bar that Dave sent me. But overall, that's that. We just wait to see how the healing process goes, and just, you know, see what happens. I'm pretty excited about the future with my new elbow. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.